Hey guys, American Choir Boy here. Today I'm going to show you a quick video on how to take a Sprite and put a grid on it so you can easily use it as a Perler template. So first, this works with any Sprite that's pretty much ready to go, like an NES Sprite, Super NES Sprite, one that you can use, just it doesn't have a grid, so it's might be trickier to count the pixels and whatnot. So get a Sprite from Spriter's Resource, something like this. It's Super Mario giving you the peace sign. And what you're going to want to do is download GIMP 2.8, which I have here. And you're going to load that image into GIMP. First thing we'll do is let's zoom in on it, get a better look. Come down here and make this 800%. So he comes in nice and close. Now what I like to do is make sure that the background is a completely different and contrasting color to the rest of the sprite. So let's go to Tools, Selection Tools, Fuzzy Select. If you click on the background, it highlights it all. And what I'll do is come up to Colors, and I'll click Colorize. And I'm going to turn that a color that is not in the sprite. I usually go for a dark green or a purple. Usually one of those two colors, because those seem to be quite uncommon usually. So we get a dark green, make it kind of dark, but make it kind of vibrant, depending on the sprite. Eyeball it. Make sure it helps the sprite pop. So we'll click OK. And then we'll click Select None. After that, we're going to put the grid on it. So come up to View and click on Show Grid. So it puts it on there, but we need to configure it so it matches our sprite. So come up here and click on Image. Come down here to Configure Grid. And I'm going to change the foreground color. We're going to change it to something similar to the background color that I have on the image. So once again, a real dark green, like that. Click OK. So to do that, you just click here and it opens that right up. And then you can choose your color. Then we'll come down to spacing, and you can change the width and the height of that grid. And by default, this icon will be linked together, this chain, which means if you change one, the other one will change. So all you got to do is make one go all the way down to 1 like that. And that will change the sprite so that the grid is over it like this. If you have to, you may need to adjust your height and width. And if you have to adjust one over the other, make sure you click this so it only does it to 1. It's not affecting it now because this image is literally pixel for pixel. So you won't see any movement here. If you're using this grid technique on a bigger sprite where one pixel is actually represented by more than one pixel, then you'll see this move. But anyway, once you got your image set up just like this, go ahead and click OK. Now, as far as I know, you cannot export an image with the grid on it, but we can do a desktop capture with the snipping tool or whatever program you have that can do this. And I'm just going to snip it out of there like this. Then it brings this up. We can click File and Save As. I'm going to put it right on the desktop. And something very important if you're going to do basic touch-ups in Paint, save it as a portable network graphic file. The reason you do this is because it saves the entire quality of the image. And I'll show you exactly why that's important in a little bit. So just save that as whatever. Super, whatever. Okay. Close these windows out. And then right here is the image I just saved. So here it is. Now, the reason I told you to save it as a ping is because if you save this as a JPEG, it's going to have a lot of compression and loss. So what you won't be able to do is come in and change these cells. See, I can take the bucket tool and fill it with whatever color I want. And if you're going to do a quick touch-up, like maybe change these blue beads over here to match Perler colors, because there's not really a Perler color that matches this exactly. So let's say you want to change it to dark blue. You'll select dark blue, and you can come in real quick and just do this. You can't do this if it's a JPEG. There'll be 50 different colors within that cell, and you'll only change one little thing, and it'll look like that. So don't do that. Anyway, alternatively, if you want to change a lot, you can actually put this image back into GIMP, and you can come up to Tools, Selection Tools, and you can click on By Color Select. Select the color that you want. Then you can come up to Colors, click Colorize, and from here you can change it to whatever you'd like it to be. So if you wanted to change it here to a more appropriate color to match your Perler beads, you can. After that, what you can do is select File and then overwrite the image you uploaded. So this way you don't have to snip it out of there again. So then you can come back here and your changes have been made. So basically that's it. I hope anyone who watches this will use this to help them sprite out and grid out their Perler sprites, as it makes it a lot easier when you can do these things. I'll put a link to the GIMP download in the description. And until next time, thanks for watching.